But here I am, the AWL Order, and let's get down to the thoughts. Internals. Why I think it's gonna be the best movie of the year. Well, let's start with the director, Chloe Zhang, award-winning director, a storyteller, a good storyteller, a good director, and now there's interested in her possibly directing a Star Wars movie. I don't know. I don't know. Like, let's just talk right now. Her directing a Star Wars movie, but she's a phenomenal director. It's phenomenal director. And let's look at her resume very quickly for you guys. Chloe Zhao. Sorry, Zhao, not Zhang. My bad. I'm not gonna edit it out. I'll let you guys make fun of me when I say it. Chloe Zhao, the director of, yes, she's already directed 4 movies, but her one that came out last year, No Man's Land, starting Frances McDormand. I think that's, was it Frances? Yeah, McDormand. Yep. Got her an Academy Award winning for Best Picture and Best Director. So they got an award-winning director. Yes, she hasn't been making movies for a long time, and I'll be right. But they see the potential in her, right? And I'm back. Marvel sees the potential in her. Kevin Feige sees the potential in her. That's why they gave her this. They gave her this job here to direct the Eternals for the MCU. Now, let's look at the cast. Let's look at the cast. We got a great cast. Look at the cast. Look at this cast. Now, you don't see Kit Harington in here because Kit Harington is in the movie, but Kit Harington is not playing an Eternal. He's playing Dane Whitman. I'll get here. Dane Whitman, who's also known as Black Knight. So the actor who played Jon Snow in Game of Thrones, will be playing Dane Whitman as the Black Knight, not an Eternal. But look at the this is the cast for the Eternals. So we got Richard Madden, also a Game of Thrones alumni, is playing Icarus. We got Salma Hayek playing Ajax. Lauren Miloff playing Mikari. We got Brian Tyree Henry playing Fastos, I think, if I'm correct. Don Lee playing Gilgamesh. Kumali Nanjiani playing Kingo, and you got Angelina Jolie playing Thena, and we got an actress I never heard of, but she's a young actress, Leah McHugh playing Sprite. These are all the Eternals, and their enemies are the Deviants, Celestials, whatever. We're getting more cosmic and godlike beings now in the MCU. I mean, like, technically there's technically we do have like Thor, but they're not treated like he's not treated like a god in MCU, even though in Norse mythology Thor is a god. But I look at this cast. Angelina Jolie. Let's look at Angelina Jolie. She's playing Thena, right? Like, I don't know much about Eternals, but I know what the roles that they represent now in the MCU. I know what they're going to be representing. Angelina Jolie, she doesn't do many movies as of late. When she does a movie, it really has to be something that captures her attention, that really gravitates towards her. And I would never thought Angelina Jolie would be in a Marvel movie, but I guess with Chloe Zhao, the way she writes movies and how she was able to, I don't know, Kevin Feige convinced Angelina Jolie to be in this movie, but how he got Angelina Jolie to be in this movie, he definitely did some convincing. So the script, not just script, but the idea behind this movie, and that just probably got Angelina Jolie into this to sign off to be Thena. Let's remember. Also, we got Salma Hayek. What do you think of Super MCU movie? Maybe, but this is very big too. Salma Hayek. He's gonna play Ajax. I think that's a big get for MCU. MCU. Selma Hayek. Let's look at Richard Madden. Like Kit Harington were both Game of Thrones alumni, right? They're part of the Stark family. If you know Game of Thrones, Richard Madden plays the son of Ned Stark, the oldest son. Red Redding, and Kit Harington plays Jon Snow, who is billed as the bastard son of Ned Stark, but it turns out he's actually the cousins of the Starks and the nephew of Ned Stark, with because he's a Targaryen, but his mother. I'm sorry, I'm spoiling here. His mother is Ned Stark's sister. Okay. But yeah, and then we got Lauren Ridloff. I don't know much to know about her, so excuse my ignorance on her if you know about her. But she's playing Mikari, and Mr. Madden's playing Icarus. It sounds like a strong Superman-like character. But you know what? Okay, we got Brian Tyree Henry, Fame Fastos. I don't know much more Phantoms. I see Brian Tyree Henry. I know who he is. I think he was in the last Godzilla movie versus Kong, the conspiracy theorist who worked at the company that had Mechagodzilla. I'm sorry, spoiling. Don Lee is Gigglamash. I know Gigglamash is a god, is a deity worshipped by certain people. I don't know I forget which people worship Gigglamash. I'm sorry. Yeah. Kumail Johnny is playing Kingo, and I think he's a Bollywood actor. Let's remember, all the Eternals here been on the planet, been on Earth for apparently they say over 7,000 years, and they all blend in as just looking like regular humans, doing regular human stuff as the millenniums passed on. Angel Jolie, Dina, right? I mentioned that. We got Leah McHugh, a sprite, looks like a kid, but it's eternal. I bet she never ages. She never gets older. She's probably been there as long as the other Eternals. She probably never gets older and ages. That's what she is. But I think with the direction, with the director and the writing, I think this movie is gonna be it's probably the best MCU movie because I just look at the director and I look at the cast, and this is like an A+ cast. You got award winners in here. You got extremely talented people here that usually take a lot of convincing to get into a movie, like Angela Jolie. She doesn't do a lot of movies, but when she doesn't, when you get her into one of your movies, you know you got something here. You know that this movie end up being good. And yes, and I have a feeling it's not going to be a typical Marvel movie. It's going to be a superhero movie. It's not going to be a typical Marvel movie. I think it's going to have a lot of storytelling, a lot of detailing. I think it's going to, like how we're in Phase 4, exciting future events of the Marvel Cinematic Universe with the multiverse. I think with the Shang-Chi's ending, with Shang-Chi, Captain Marvel, and Hawk with the Hawk with I'm sorry, I'm blanking on his name. I'm sorry. They're talking about a distress signal or something like that, calling out the space. We don't know who's calling it to. I think that definitely plays into Eternals with Celestials and the Deviants. Like Thanos, for example, is a Deviant, but he doesn't factor into this. Thanos is zapped or dead, and the one that came from the past to the future has been blipped, right, by Tony Stark, who sacrificed himself, and that did cause a lot of the Eternals to coming back. That did the snap did cause a lot of Tony Stark did cause a lot of this stuff happening, and yes, this takes place after Endgame, and after all this stuff, after Endgame, after Falcon Winter Soldier, Captain Falcon Winter Soldier, whatever, Falcon Winter Soldier, WandaVision, Loki. The Black Widow movie this takes place after that because that's in between films, right? And this takes place after Shang-Chi. But yeah, I think this movie this has a good direction. I think this is gonna be the breakout. I think this might be the best Marvel movie. I'm going in this movie expecting that to be a typical Marvel movie. I think the storytelling dialogue is just who they have in this cast. It's going to be different. It's going to be different. Yeah, I think some people may not like it. I think some people may not like the way it is because there's not a lot of general interest in Eternals. I mean, like Eternals are not the biggest property, but look, Shang-Chi is not the biggest property. But I think it's being overlooked, and I think this will end up getting people very hyped. I think people are gonna really like this movie, and you're gonna want to see more of the Eternals in future MCU projects because I think they'll be in future MCU projects. I really do, with the direction they're going with the different possibilities of the Phase 4 with the multiverse stuff and the Deviant Celestials. And remember, we got Celestials in the past, like Ego, whatever, from Guardians 2 with a Celestial, Kurt Russell's character. But yeah, let's see if I got a good. Here's a funny pic. Kit Harington. It's Black Knight. It's Jason John Stowe. But yeah, so what do you guys think? Like, did I convince you guys that Eternals might end up as being overlooked, and Eternals might be possibly the best MCU movie of the year? I know it's not the most hyped movie. Spider-Man is, but I think this is the potential to be the best MCU movie of the year, and maybe the best comic book movie. So yeah, with that, like, share, subscribe down below, and yeah, talk to you later.